Take a look at the scale of the Amazon rainforest. It is vast, humid, and nearly impenetrable. For centuries, explorers have described this environment as the ultimate green hell. Because of these conditions, historians agreed on a simple premise: the local soil is too nutrient-poor, and the jungle itself is too dense to ever support a massive human civilization. But in the 16th century, early European explorers sailing down the Amazon River brought back reports that contradicted that dogma. They described massive cities and riverbanks lined with millions of people. But modern scholars brushed those accounts aside. For 400 years, the consensus was that these explorers were hallucinating or exaggerating their findings while searching for the mythical city of El Dorado. The hostility of the rainforest provided a perfect cover story. It was so convincing that the world wrote off the Amazon as an empty wilderness, ignoring the witnesses who saw it firsthand. That changed in May of 2026. Researchers stopped hacking through the undergrowth with machetes and started scanning the basin using advanced laser technology instead. Curious, the data they got back proved that the history books were wrong. Those early European explorers were telling the truth. Hiding beneath the jungle canopy is an interconnected world containing over 60,000 ancient structures. Finding a megacity here deepens the mystery. Now we have to figure out how these people engineered their survival in such a place, and what managed to wipe a civilization off the map without leaving a trace. To find a lost city buried under millions of square miles of foliage, scientists rely on LiDAR, which stands for light detection and ranging. By flying over the forest and firing millions of laser pulses down through the canopy, researchers map the exact topography based on how light bounces back. They take this data set and digitally strip away trees, leaving a clear view of bare earth. When they ran this scan over the Amazon, the lasers revealed ceremonial pyramids, massive defensive walls, and extensive networks of raised highways. These findings proved this was a highly engineered metropolis. By mapping 60,000 distinct structures, LiDAR revealed an urban footprint as interconnected as modern Los Angeles. But building the infrastructure is only half the problem. How do you feed millions of people when the local soil lacks the nutrients required to grow crops? The ancient engineers solved this by creating something called terra preta, or Amazonian dark earth. Rather than trying to survive on the poor topsoil they were given, they actively enriched it with charcoal, bone, and compost. They manufactured their own fertile earth to sustain mass agriculture across the region. The invention of terra preta demonstrates a level of ingenuity capable of conquering the harshest environments on Earth. But that success makes their sudden disappearance terrifying. The cause of the collapse brings us back to our original witnesses. The European explorers who reported these cities were unintentionally responsible for destroying them. These explorers carried a biological weapon into the Amazon. They brought foreign pathogens like smallpox, diseases to which the indigenous population had no natural immunity. This graph shows the catastrophic collapse that followed. Within decades, an estimated 90% of the population was wiped out. The loss of life triggered a structural domino effect. Without millions of citizens to maintain the terra preta, the agricultural terraces, and the highways, the infrastructure collapsed. With the population gone, the surrounding jungle acted as an accomplice. The vines and roots moved back in, swallowing the abandoned cities and hiding them from the outside world. This sprawling metropolis was erased so thoroughly that humanity forgot it existed. What remains today is the massive tomb of an advanced empire.
Like, share, and comment. Subscribe.